What a tune. How are you? Well, this is a special Easter edition. The bollocks is risen. Welcome to the Bollocks Club. Happy Easter, everyone. If you don't believe, doesn't matter. Nor do I, but happy thing. Happy Sunday. Happy every day. Evening, everyone. Sydney, Angora, wow, Alberta, Canada, Brooklyn, Pennsylvania. Right, we've got a lot of questions. I'm sorry if I don't get to them all. Lots to talk about, but we won't because people are asking me, what will I do if I get a finger up my arse by an alien? And that'll be the show. Right, have you missed me? I've missed you guys. And by guys, I mean cats and dogs. You might be thinking, Rick, you look great. Thanks. I just had a facial scrub. So brings out all the spots, doesn't it? But I've got a slight glow to me. Thanks for asking. Right. Ollie comic strip. If today's bollocks broadcast was the first human broadcast to be picked up by an alien civilization, what would you tell them about life on Earth? And how would you try to tell them this? Well, if they're here, right, they're intelligent enough. Well, they're better than us for a start if they got here, or if they could, pick stuff up. So I assume that they could understand what I was saying by some sort of, I don't know. I thought this through. Some sort of device. So I just speak English, and it would go in, and they speak English back. But they translate. We know they'd be big slugs, right? And they usually speak Grangor, right? They'd be audio visual like us, and they'd hear things, right? And it would compute, and I'd go, "Hello, mate," and they go, "Hello, mate," back, right? So they can understand, right? And what would I say? I'd say, it's amazing. Well, it would happen to them, wouldn't it? They'd understand evolution because they'd have evolved. They'd have evolved from slugs into bigger slugs. But I told you my theory that when we find a life form on another planet, it's going to be a massive slug and it's not going to know anything. We're going to ask it questions. It's going to go, "Oh, I don't know." So it's going to be a waste of time. So I just tell them about the amazing diversity. I just show them. I go, "Look at this. It's a butterfly. It's a frog. What's that? I don't know. It's just, I don't know, some sort of beetle. How many are there?" I go, "I don't know. There's a lot. There's a lot of beetles. Something like fucking 30,000 or something. Or more. I thought 300,000. It's a lot." Gunner. Gunner wants to know, can birds chew gum? I don't think they can. I don't think they can chew anything. They're not. They just swallow it whole, don't they? They've got a beak for a start, so they couldn't really chew. I mean, you got raptors who can rip things. It's mainly pecking. It's mainly pecking and swallowing, isn't it? And it goes into. They've got like an esophagus that stretches to the throat, so it goes in there. They've got a sort of muscular thing, right? And they've got two stomachs. I think the first one sort of puts a bit of digestive, but the next one's the gizzard, which sort of mashes it all up. Some birds, because they've got a sort of rudimentary, sort of digestive system. Well, not rudimentary. It works, but they swallow sort of stones and pebbles to help sort of grind it. And then it gets taken out and it goes into, they don't really wee, they've just got, their wee and poo goes into one big thing called a cloaca. I think amphibians are the same, it's just their arse is sort of multi-purpose. It's basically they've got a mouth, a gullet, and a multi-purpose arse, and they can't chew. And gum, I think gum would be the worst thing. So don't give birds gum. Is my advice. See, it's like we never went away. It's as shit as it ever was. It's like riding a bike, a shit bike. It's like a shit person on a shit bike. You never forget how to do it. Fuck you know. Val, when you're filming, do any of the actors try to ad lib? Do you tell them they're not good enough and just stick to the script? Apart from Mr. Bowie, who can do anything he wants. They don't know, but I sometimes invite it. We always do the lines first, get that, and then if I'm happy with that, I say play with it maybe. I mean, some actors, I don't write much for because I want them to play with it. Some actors don't like ad-libbing at all. They want to know the script and they do it well, but they get nervous with ad-libbing. Other actors, particularly comic actors, particularly comics who create characters, like someone like David Earl, he's much happier, if you let him play with it. And also he's easy to write for because I know what he's good at. So it's a double whammy. I can write for him the stuff he likes and he likes doing, and he can add to it. But you know what? Usually you have fun. We get too much. But in the cold light of day, in the edit, the written lines are usually king because they've got a reason. So if someone comes in at 45 minutes, the 15 minutes you lose can't be plot. So the ad-libs usually don't go anywhere, if you know what I mean. They're superfluous. They could be the funniest line of the day, but if they take you away from the next scene, they get lost. So it depends, but I'd say everything I've done, even if it looks ad-lib, and some of it is, it's still 95% written and edited to drive the plot. Good question, that. Philly Ann. Happy Easter from the sheepy. What? Happy Easter from the sheepy. Do you eat eggs? How do you like them prepared? What's the strangest egg you ever ate? I don't eat eggs anymore. No. I used to like them. I think I only ever had chicken eggs. And I think they were the sort of... I'd stopped eating meat for years. And then I think a couple of years ago I stopped eating eggs. I thought it was all right to eat eggs because I thought, well, there was no pain. They laid the egg and you ate them and there was no pain. But I didn't know that, like, to keep egg farming going, they basically killed all the little male chicks. So I can't really eat eggs. I'm not a strict vegan. I try to be. Everything in the house is vegan. But, if I was on a plane and all they had was a bit of cake, that I probably would. I'd go, But it's not about being 100% vegan straight away. It's about being a bit better today than you were yesterday. As I keep saying, if people who love and eat meat, if they gave up meat one day a week, it would feed over an extra 100 million people. That's how much the meat industry takes up, food, because how much it takes, how much other food it takes one cow to be bred. So just do a little bit better. That's all. I'd never lecture people on it, but you know, and it's better for you. It's just better for you. So yeah, but I don't eat eggs anymore. Leopold and Loveday. Do you believe humans are inherently simple beings that complicate things, or complicated beings that spend a lifetime trying to simplify? Which do you identify with? I think that's a good one. That's a good one. And in some ways, it's both. But I'd say we're complicated beings who try to simplify everything. We're 3.5 billion years of evolution, right? That's come to this, the most intelligent being ever on planet Earth. And yet we still go, why are we here? Why are we here? And you want to go, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. You are. And you've only got a few years. So stop worrying about shit. I think we do overcome. I think, yeah, we do. We worry about, we keep worrying about stuff. And we're just, as I said in Afterlife, we're chimps with brains the size of a planet. It's confusing. And life could be quite simple, I think. Just have fun and don't hurt anyone. That's the rule, isn't it? Easy. Easy. It's easy. Or don't hurt anything would be better. But yeah, I know that can be trickier. But yeah, I think I've just I don't give too much away. But while I've been away, I've been building up a collection of sort of audio books and podcasts with Sam Harris about all this sort of stuff, about being human. It's about we've got about 12 episodes. We do one on free will, dreams, morality, mortality, human evolution, religion, the meaning of life, comedy, free speech, altruism and kindness, you know, what makes us, where we're from, where we're going, the future, philanthropy, and artificial intelligence. Just so everything about what we worry about. It's mainly about the brain and the mind, but it's what drives us and all those things that we worry about. And it's called Absolutely Mental. And it's not ready yet, but yeah, I hope you look forward to that. And it's great. And Sam Harris just knows everything. He knows everything, you know. He's just studied all his life and got brilliant at stuff. We both got philosophy degrees, and we both got a bit of a background in science. But he obviously went further than me. He's a neuroscientist. Got one episode where I ask him some of your questions, and you know what? He's not so good at that. See, he might be a genius, but when I drag him down to our level, see, he's not as smart. To hear him struggling with whether he'd rather be a dwarf or a giant, it's fucking hilarious. So I'll tell you more about that. Keep that under your hat, but I hope you all download that. Titch, here we go. If you woke up tomorrow and there was no social media, so Twitter gone, yeah, I get that, Titch. FB cancelled, yeah, wait, you'd have to name them all. Instagram wiped out. How would you promote yourself and your work? Well, I mean, I just didn't I, for the first 5-10 years of my career? What did I do? I did radio and TV, billboards for things, posters. So I'd go back to that again. It wouldn't be as easy, But does podcast count? Could I still use the internet, but just not social media? Because there's some. I think that would work. But I mean, people still choose traditional things, don't they? You know, I still. It's probably the only time I care about terrestrial TV is to go on it to promote something that's on Netflix. So it'll be all right. You know, be fine. It's not like saying what would you do without electricity, is it? But I do more traditional radio, I think. I mean, it might be a good thing, if I'm honest. Not all progress is better, is it? Some things get worse. But I think I'd be all right. I'd cope. Scarlet. As a rescued laboratory dog, oh, Scarlet's a lovely beagle rescued from a lab. I'm looking forward to the film with you about beautiful rabbit Ralph. His teaser is heartbreaking. The whole film's heartbreaking. Do you think people know that the science against cosmetic and medicine testing is the same? None of it works. I've tried to tell people that whenever I do something about animal testing, they always say, what about finding a cure for cancer? Well, it doesn't work. Computer modeling's better. Nothing where we found a cure was because of animal testing. It was despite it or alongside it. The animal testing is irrelevant. 93% of all tests that work on animals then fail and or are dangerous in humans. It doesn't work. They're so different. They can't use it. But they do it for lots of reasons. They do it to put the public's mind at rest, because some people think that works. They go, oh, it's been tested on animals. That's good. It's not. There's lots of kickbacks and corruption. The people who breed the animals, they get like $2,000 a dog. They're not going to... There's kickbacks for universities, for pharma companies. It doesn't work. Okay, it does not work. Never mind the cruelty. That should be enough. But it keeps going. So people think, well, they think it works. The general public think animal testing works, and it doesn't. So I hope that's clear. I can't. It's cruel and it doesn't work. It's a no-brainer. Stop torturing animals. Okay? Cheers. And that film is beautiful and sad. It's only a short little stop frame animation. And it's great. I think it'll win awards. I can say that because I didn't make it. I was just a tiny part of it. I helped out, and I'm helping promote it because I'm part of the movement with the Humane Society. But yeah, I think it's amazing, and everyone involved did an amazing job. So look out for that. Bella. It's my big brother Stan's birthday today. Please could you wish him happy 18th birthday. Happy birthday, Stan. Stan is a horse, obviously. Why obviously? Why obviously, Bella? So my question is, if you were minding your own business, smelling some good smells, when a horse suddenly decided to chase you around a field, would you join in or run in the opposite direction? Has this happened to you, Bella? Is that what you do? Bonus question. Have you found any more really good sticks recently? Well, I have, right? And I forgot to do it. About a week ago, I said to Jane, when I find a good stick, I'll carve a little, with a knife you guys got me for my award, I'll carve Bella in a little stick. Then I forgot. It's the thought that counts, isn't it? My tankard and my little frame thing you made me, and the penknife are up on the shelves with all the other awards. I've won loads of awards. Right? But I think that one was the most moving. That award was better than an Emmy and a Golden Globe and a BAFTA. So thanks, guys. But I still want to win more Emmys and BAFTAs and Golden Globes. I won't know because I insulted the whole of Hollywood. Who's going to vote for me now? They're just like, they're scared I'll get up on stage and I'll go, thanks, pedos. So I don't, I don't think I'll win anymore. Oh dear, who cares? I've got a penknife. Leslie, Afterlife 3 is getting nearer. Start filming in 2 weeks. Please, can you give us an update plus inside information? Promise we won't tell a soul. Most important bit, did you miss us like we did you? Yes, yeah, definitely. I've missed this. It's good. It was nice. I look forward to it. I can't give you any. I mean, it's it's stressful. It's stressful. You got, we're looking for locations, and I'm always like this though. You write these things, then you go, why have I written that? Now we've got to search for this building and that building. Now we've got to search for this actor that I've described out of my fucking brain. Now I've got to find someone who can do this. So it's always like that. But it always comes good in the end. And I've sort of realised that, in a way, the more stressful it is, the more you have to react, and anything that goes wrong or something that lets you down, you think of something and it's better. It's like you want to prove a point. I think it's gonna. I think it's the best script I've done, but that means nothing because it's subjective, But I'm happy at the moment. I'm looking forward. I can't wait to do it. Every scene I look forward to. That's what you want. Every day is a fun filming day. So yeah, on paper and in my head, it's really good already. I can only ruin it. But I'll give you one spoiler, and I'll get it forward. It's the one spoiler I give. We've got lots of returning people, the ones that aren't dead or whatever, some that aren't. And we've got new regulars, and so many characters now. But the dog does not die. There you go. That's your spoiler. Joey. Here we go. Right. How do you think Joey starts this question? Yeah. You've awoken. You've awoken to the news that this is your last day living in a human body. Go on. Your brain will be transferred into the body of another animal. You can still think and talk as normal. All right, okay, good. Which animal do you choose? Gorilla. It ticks all the boxes, doesn't it? I think I'll keep it in the ape family. And I could do chimp, but why not do the biggest and strongest of the great apes, the silverback gorilla? I'll be the hardest bloke in Hampstead. Right. I'll be a gorilla with my brain. So smart, and I can rip your arm off if I wanted to. Also, if I was a gorilla, I could keep a lot of the same trousers. Because we both got little legs, haven't we? Little fat legs. Yeah. Oh, love to be a gorilla. Just a gorilla walking along, right? Like that. And people come along, and then the gorilla goes, morning. Like that. That'd be great. Just going to the pub. What would he wear? What hat would he wear? What hat would a gorilla wear? I'll tell you what, it'd look nice, a little top hat, wouldn't it? Maybe I'd be a pretentious gorilla. Little waistcoat. little bow tie, top, maybe a bowler hat. Little bow tie and a bowler hat. But yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? And they're basically vegan, aren't they? So good. Cheers, Joey. Emma. So, seeing as it's Easter Sunday, if you could resurrect one person, who would you choose? I assume it's too easy to say, like a loved one, a relative, or something like that. So, first thought was Churchill because it would annoy a lot of people. But he'd probably annoy me as well. So, would that be worth it? Would he? I think he'd annoy her. I think lots of other people being annoyed would make it all right, but he wouldn't be my favourite. Oh, I've thought of this before. In the last few years of all the madness, politics and social justice and all that, and cancel culture and all that, I wished Christopher Hitchens was around, because he'd annoy all the right people and I'd agree with him. So yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, Hitch. Otis. As my human lost her balance putting socks on today. I hope that she's all right. Sorry. I wondered, do you stand up and put on fully balanced? I wondered, do you stand and put yours on fully balanced? No. Lean on something? No. Or sit down on sofa? Yeah, sit down. I have to sit down to put my socks on. It's a chore. And now, because I'm bad, I've got these little spongy things I have to put on my bunion toe. Or it might not be bunion. It might be I had to have a medical for, and I said, I've got a sore toe, and the doctor said it might be osteoarthritis or something. It's wear and tear, basically. So I have to put a little spongy thing on, right? And then I have to put my sock on over that without moving it. I mean, putting your sock on is, I have to hold my breath because my belly gets in the way anyway. So the left one, yeah, struggle. Right one, there for about a minute. So yeah, I couldn't do that standing up. I couldn't anyway. Fucking hell. Think of that as a hardship. Fucking having to sit down. I've had a shower or a bath, and then I've put my socks on. Fucking hell. Yeah, I have to sit down, Otis, mate. Last question. Well, we've flown through, but there you go. Stud. Having trouble finding a good question for today's Ricky's Bollocks special. I thought, what would you ask your future self? Future is 20 years. What would I ask? So I know I'm talking to me 20 years in the future. Oh God. Right, so straight away, I'd know I was still alive in 20 years. So that was a bonus, right? Or has it got to be over the phone so I can't take a look at me? Like, because if someone said this is your future self and it was just a big fat me in a bucket of my own piss, right? Right. I know it wasn't good, but no. I mean, that's what I'm assuming. So I'll be late 70s. Fucking hell, I'll definitely be in a bucket. What would I ask? I'd say, what one thing in the last 20 years do you wish you hadn't done? What day is it on? I won't do it. I go, how did you end up in that fucking bucket? What a load of bollocks that was. Well, it's a joy to be back. I should I don't know when I can do another one. I might be able to do another one on a Sunday before I start filming, but that's 2 weeks. I don't want to promise because I don't know how it go. If something happened, I might have to work. But I'll do. I'll try and do another one. I'll try and do another one during filming. Or what about this? If I can't do one of these, I'll do some updates from the set. But I'll try and do another one of these for us to look forward to. So yeah, have a lovely Easter. Stay safe. Don't go crazy. We're not out of it yet, but I am proud of how we're doing it. 30 odd million vaccinated, with all the fucking screw ups. They seem to be getting this one right. So stay safe, have fun, have a good time, don't hurt anyone, be nice to animals. Cheers. See you soon. Tatty bye, everyone. Tatty bye.